Oh, you see, he's taking that for himself, and that's an item as well. You're an arsehole, man. Hope you get, like, rabies or something. Hey guys, Fubar here, getting stuck into some Darkest Dungeon. Now, I have never played this game before, but I have watched some videos on it. And since the Crimson Court DLC's just come out, I thought, gotta get it and actually give it a go myself. Now, I'm not really good at these kind of games, but needless to say, I think they're still gonna be a lot of fun. So, yeah, let's jump in, start a new campaign. I've been playing a little bit just to familiarize myself with things. But we're going to start a new campaign. We got Crimson Court DLC sorted. We'll do that. And I'm going to play on the darkest difficulty, which is, I think it was, that's difficulty it was like at release. And since they've given you a more difficult and an easier difficulty settings. But yeah, we're going to just head in with darkest. I'm going to call this... let's just call it, not that. Let's play. Excellent. The best narration in a game ever.
You will arrive along the old road. It winds with a troubling serpent-like suggestion through the corrupted countryside, leading only, I fear, to ever more tenebrous places. There is a sickness in the ancient pitted cobbles of the old road, and on its writhing path you will face viciousness, violence, and perhaps other damnably transcendent terrors. So steel yourself, and remember there can be no bravery without madness. The old road will take you to hell, but in that gaping abyss, we will find our redemption.
Oh, so cool. And I love the narration in this game. Second to none, man. Second to none. Alright. Oh, I'm looking forward to this. Really am. Okay. Yeah, these are just basic tutorial stuff. So yeah, you got dungeon layout, and it can sometimes really screw you over, and sometimes it can work in your favor. Well, hey, this is more just of a tutorial, and that's not a good start, is it? So I'll go through some basics, just the very basics before we start playing. So you obviously got your health bars, and underneath you've got a stress level indicator, which will go up throughout battles, throughout runs through dungeons, and you really have to manage your stress, because if you reach 100 stress, you'll get an affliction, which most of the time is going to be have a negative impact on your player as well as your party in some instances. So it can get really tricky, so yeah, that's something to check out. Each player has 4 skills they can use out of a bigger pool of skills, which I'll show you a bit later. But yeah, so objective is, as you come to enemies throughout the dungeons, you've just got to kill them without dying yourself. The game is, every move you make is permanent, so there's no going back. Death of heroes is permanent, and items they carry with them will go as well. So it is a difficult game. It has been designed to be difficult. It's designed to be stressful, and they're asking you, the player, they asking you questions on how you best to deal with the difficult situations you'll be put into, so which is really nice. So yeah, anyway, let's just start. So you can't choose which character to use. It will automatically do that based off a speed stat that everyone has. So yeah, open vein, that has a bleed attack on it. and he will bleed for 2 damage per round for 3 rounds. That's 6 damage total. Cool. Alright, let's just smart him. RNG obviously plays a big role in this game, which is cool. And after every battle you will get loot, either gold or items. But yeah, I'll try and explain stuff as it goes along. And yeah, you will find curios pretty much, things you can interact with. They can sometimes give you nice stuff, or sometimes they will shaft you over and you'll get negative quirks, or you'll get bleed, or anything like that. Yeah, it can be nasty. Alright. Now this guy, the Fusilier, is dangerous. He has an attack that can hit every member of your party and can crit them as well. So he's a priority target to take out first. Not to say this guy is pretty badass. He can do some damage as well. Right. Yeah, we can get him. No, we can't. It's my bad. Why can't we get him? Anyway, yeah, another thing to say is certain heroes will only be able to attack. There's usually 4 members in a party, and they can only... I don't know if you can see those like yellow and red circles below. That kind of indicates who you can and can't hit within the enemy group based off your position. So yellow is your position and red is the enemy's position. But anyway, we'll just use this for now. We lucked out. Both attacks we were able to dodge. Alright. Yeah, let's do... No, can't do that. Lovely. Okay, so he's sorted. This corpse will stay behind, and that hurts. There we go. So you got 20 stress there from that attack. Anyway, we'll just try sort this guy out. Let's see if we can get him to bleed. No, he resisted the bleed. And you can obviously get critical hits, stuff like that. So really interesting stuff. Bleed stacks, which is always cool. Alright, we got bandages, some busts, some deeds, and some gold. Cool. Yep, thank you very much. We've completed this. I want to stay now. I'm pretty sure this chest is always trapped, no matter what you do. Which, yeah, that's gonna happen. And I got blood, so that's 2 damage over 3 rounds. But that's irrelevant because we finished this first tutorial level. I walked away with about 6,000 gold, and obviously your heroes level up, and they get quirks. Now you get negative quirks, as in this, which that's pretty shitty quirk, isn't it? Less health is always bad, and you get positive quirks. And I'll explain like gambling and all that in a minute. And here's a negative quirk, obsessed with paranormal. That we'll have to see in the stats exactly what that does. Now some quirks, negative quirks, you can live with. They're not worth investing gold to get rid of, whereas some you definitely want to get rid of. Okay, so most of these places aren't available to us yet. So, but right now I'll go briefly through it. The Abbey is where you can send your heroes to go and pray and stuff, and that will reduce their stress. The same can be said for the tavern, where you can send them to the bar or to the brothel. The guild and the blacksmith are where you upgrade your weapons and skills. The sanitarium is where you can get rid of negative quirks or afflictions or disease, stuff like that. And over here is a very important one, the stagecoach. The stagecoach is where you recruit new heroes. And you can upgrade your stagecoach using your deeds and portraits. For example, the Stagecoach network. Increases the number that will always be available to 3, and that's really good to get. So the next time we come back after our next quest, we come back here, there'll be 3 heroes for us to choose from. Hero Barracks allows us to increase the total number of heroes we can have in our barracks. Also very important, so I'm going to just go and invest there already. And that's all we can do for now. And we obviously want to just grab these 2 heroes. There's quite a big variety of heroes, which is really cool. I haven't played with all of them yet. I've played with most of them, but there's a couple that, to be honest, before I use them, I need to kind of read up a bit more about the synergies and how they're actually supposed to work. But now, this guy, I know he starts with this, he's a kleptomaniac, and this is a really shitty quirk, because the bastard literally just steals some of your loot. When you loot, like, stuff, he'll just sometimes just take it for himself, the greedy shit. So that was something we would need to get rid of when the sanitarium becomes available to us. Yeah, and you can see you right click, all the characters, you know, I think most of them will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 skills, but you can only use 4, and they get random skills assigned to them when you recruit them, and then if you're not happy with them, you got to go and pay gold in the guild to unlock these further skills, and then you can upgrade them. Camping skills, I'll explain those when we camp, but yeah, those are important as well. Here's your stats for your heroes and their resistances, and their quirks. Some of them, like that, it's not really good, but it's something you could live with, and your positive quirks are pretty decent. This is where your armor and your weapons are, and you can upgrade those. And you have every hero has 2 inventory slots where they can, yeah, you pick up items through your adventures, and you can attach them to your heroes. Anyway, there's not much more we can do here, so we're going to go through and just do one more quick run. So I don't want this video to be too long. Quick explanation here. You have different areas within the game that you can go to. You got the ruins, the warrens, the courtyard. That's part of the new DLC. The cove, the weald, and the darkest dungeon is your end game, effectively. We won't be there for a while. Right now we only can go to the ruins, and each of these places has different types of enemies with different types of resistances and pros, you know, strengths and weaknesses. For the ruins, for example, a lot of skeletons. So like bleed skills don't work because obviously they're skeletons. So you know, when you select where you want to go, you've got to build your party of 4 to kind of make sure that they're strong against whatever kind of enemies you're going to be facing. So we've got those 2. So the Vestal is a very important class. She's a healing class, and I personally will always bring one of a Vestal along. And then the other 3 are always situational, and depending on who's most stressed out and all that kind of stuff. Excuse me. Alright, so there's not much more we can do. We can't change their skills or unlock them at the moment. So she has got, damn it, that's unfortunate, because Judgment is a really good skill of hers. Let me just see. Yeah, I can't do that. That's unfortunate. But anyway, because the Vestal can, with this skill, she can actually dish out some damage, not just heal. That's alright. And our Plague Doctor, he uses Blight a lot, which is like bleed. Excuse me. Oh man, dry throat. Okay, so let's go. So, before you go out on any quest, you need to buy provisions. Gold is a real struggle at the beginning of this game, I've discovered. And yeah, you got to manage that, because items, you got to buy certain things to take out with you, and you don't get them back. They get destroyed. Well, I think sorry, I think you get a bit of gold back for every item you have on you when you get back, but it's not like you can reuse them. So because this is a short quest, just take a full stack of food. 1 shovel should be enough. Take a skeleton key, because that will be used to unlock chests and stuff. And torches are important, because that's how you manage your light. And how much light there is determines, you know, can have negative impacts, but also positive ones. You get more loot if there's less light, but you more susceptible to stress or something like that. So yeah, and then you get other things like holy water, and you use all of these on items you interact with. But anyway, let's go. That should be enough. Don't want to waste too much gold. And hopefully this dungeon layout does play a big role, because it can sometimes really shaft you. Because you do not want to end up backtracking. You don't want to have to go one way and then back down the other way, because when you backtrack, your guys get more stressed. You use more, you waste your resources like your torches. So anyway, this dungeon layout's pretty good, because we can. Oh, sorry. Each quest you go on, you will have an objective. And this one is to explore 90% of the rooms. So we could just go like this. We'd miss the one room. So that's what we'll do. Let's see what happens. Here's your torch. Your light is currently at 88. And we'll get another torch here. We don't need to use a torch yet. And as you can see underneath, we get bonus to dodge, bonus to scouting. We can surprise monsters. But as that light drops, you'll start getting negative impacts, as it were. Okay, we've just surprised them. What that means is all of our guys will go first, regardless of the speed rolls. Which is, so when you surprise monsters, it's really good. When you get surprised, it's really shit, because it moves all your guys around. And when that happens, sometimes they become useless, because they can't use their skills if they're in position 1, for example. But anyway, we'll get to that. Plague Grenade is the one I really liked, but anyway. We will use this. So they got Blight now. They'll take 4 damage. That's 12 damage overall. It's really good. And we will finish him off anyway. Critical hits are really good because they reduce everyone's stress in your party a bit. Ugh. Well, this is annoying. All she can do is heal, and we don't need to heal. So anyway, heal you just for the sake of it. They don't really have the best skills at the moment. You need to invest some gold to sort those out. Yeah, these blood vials, I'm not 100% sure about them yet. They're part of the new DLC. I'm just gonna have to discover it as we play. That's half the fun, right? Alright, we're done in that room. And this is a blockade. A rubble. Now that's what these shovels are for. Because shovels are used to clear these. And if you don't have a shovel, they have to use their hands to do it. And they take a ton of stress, and they lose a bit of life. Really not cool. So you always want to hopefully have enough shovels with you. It's all a juggling act. Okay, so our light's fading now. You can see our guys are more susceptible to stress. The monsters have an increased accuracy and damage buff, and heroes, we can get surprised, but we get better loot, which is, so it's a trade-off. It's cool. Okay, now the Acolyte, she is a stress-inducing chick. She give you guys stress, so she needs to get, we need to get rid of her like ASAP, and dodging is not good. Not cool. Alright, well we can stun her. No. Oh, wow. That's just unlucky. Not a good start, man. Not a good start. Oh. Oh well. Because she can only heal. Might as well just do it. God, she started with the worst. Worst stats. Right, you can see my Plague Doctor's been moved to the front, and that makes him fairly useless. But we're just gonna have to do it. Smite. Jesus. Does a bit of dual damage there. Stunner. Nicely done. Now she'll get a buff because it stops you from perma-stunning enemies. So they'll get a bit of a buff. So it'll be, see, she's got a 40% buff resist now. It's not permanent, but yeah. I want to get rid of her though. Come on. I can now... Oh, there's a crit. And we should get some stress reduction on some of our guys. That's good. You know what? I just need to move this guy back. He's useless otherwise. Not completely useless. The stun's really helpful, but it's all he can do, which is a bit annoying. Heal you up. And we'll knock you out. Excellent. Get some loot. These are usually, these items are, they just gold. And gold is super important. Okay. Now you can see our light is 36. Whack a torch, get it up a bit. You want to kind of stay between, at about 50 and up. Depending, if you want better loot, if you guys are in good standing order, then you can go below 50. It's all very situational. But damn, is this game fun. Really, you see, this motherfucker, excuse my French, has just stolen our gold and our key. Gotta get rid of that quirk, that kleptomaniac quirk, really soon. Okay, our light's gone down. We didn't get surprised. You can hook a torch though, in the middle of battle, and kind of do it if you want to. Alright, noxious blast. Yeah, that sucks. Right, well, let's hit this guy. I still need to move him back. Ah, I should have done that before we came in, yeah. Anyway, mistakes will be made. Heroes will die, and we will have to abandon quests sometimes, because it's sometimes it's not worth losing a hero, depending on how much gold you've invested in them. It comes with the territory of this game. Could use illumination. We could move her forward and move him back, but I'll do that in the next fight. Right now, she can just heal him. You can't move heroes. If you want to move a hero around, it's going to cost them their turn. So you don't want to, unless absolutely necessary, you don't want to do it in combat. But when you're walking between rooms, you can move them around all you want. So that's what we will do. Smart. Can't use it on here. And these corpses, yeah, they stay there because they will eventually go away, but they stay there as a combat mechanic because it, you know, it stops these guys from moving forward. So if you want to get these guys forward, because you know, like my Crusader right now, I can't hit this chick at the back because he doesn't have any skills that will get that far back. And this damn corpse is in the way, so it is it's a bit of a pain now, but I can at least still hit this guy. That's gonna, a lot of stress. Stress sucks. Okay, he will die because the next turn, I don't have to worry about him anymore because he's got 4 damage. And he's only got 2 health left, so he will die before on his next turn, like so, which is cool. Yeah, just heal you up, and you can get critical heals, which is cool. See, I've got bleed on this guy, so but it's pretty negligible at this stage of the game. Okay, now I can hit this bitch, and she's down. Nice. Alright. So he has a chest and it's locked. Now if I didn't put a key in, there's a chance I could open it, but there's a chance it would fail and I would get a negative quirk or I'd get something bad happen to me. So key guarantees that it will open. I'll get the best possible loot roll on that particular item. So that's cool. Let's keep moving. We can whack a couple torches. Get our light up a bit. The art, just the art direction and everything in this game is just superb. Superb. Alright, this room's empty. Let's go, yeah. Not far now, we probably have one more room battle to do. Oh, you see, he's taking that for himself, and that's an item as well. You're an arsehole, man. Hope you get, like, rabies or something. Okay, and you guys have to eat. That's the purpose of bringing food along. You get hunger, and it needs to be used later when you camp. And if you don't have food on you, your guys will start taking damage. So, whoa, we've lost a lot of light. Yeah, let's keep that up. And... But you know, you can. That's the speed about this. You can play this game how you want. Like, some people don't use torches. They play with 0 light because you guys have a much better chance of getting crits. And when you crit an enemy, they... You know, oh, you see, now this is bad. I only bought 1 shovel. I looted another shovel, thank goodness. It would have been bad otherwise. My guys would have taken a ton of stress. And this is the last fight. So let's hope make it count. That's another stress-inducing bastard, the courtier. I didn't move my guys around, you know. What an idiot. Anyway. Let's see if we can stun this guy, because this range guy can dish out some damage. There we go. That's good. I'm just going to move this chick around a bit. I think she might be able to use some other skills in a minute. Pistol shot. We're going to get rid of this stressy dude. Crusader. What are we going to do? Yeah, let's try to get rid of this guy. Tank. No, that's not what I wanted. I don't want to bring my Vestal up. God damn it. It's quite frustrating. See, the stress is getting alarmingly high. Yeah, it's just... that's pretty low damage. Well, 1 off killing him. That's frustrating. Oof. Alright, so she can use a melee attack now, even though her damage is pretty thingy. But we can use a debuff, and it'll still give us more light. I think in this instance, no, because I can hit that. There we go. Oh, that's just evil. That's just evil. Let's see if we can kill that guy. Alright. This is not going well. This guy's getting low, stress is going up. But at least we can use... Oh, we got Plague Grenade. Fantastic. Kaboom! So they were both blasted, and that's big damage. It's 4 damage per turn. Oh, Vestal. That hurt, man. That hurt. He will die, I think. Yeah. Don't have to worry about him. It's just this dude here. And can I use it? Yeah, I think we are right. Oh my gosh. Or not. RNG. Alright, so this guy is now at death's door, so he's lost all his life. And what happens is he's now going to get some big debuffs. And if he takes any more damage, there is a chance he will die. Not guaranteed, but there's a chance he will die. I don't know, tell me. Death's blow. There's a 60. He's got a 67% resist to dying, so that would be 33% chance to die if he got hit. So the only way, and you just got to heal him to get him out of death's door, and these debuffs will be reduced, but he'll still be debuffed for the rest of the dungeon. It kind of sucks. Anyway, I can't heal. I can do a party heal. That'll get him out of death's door. There we go. But you can see this. He's still got a debuff now. It kind of sucks. But anyway, we're done, and we've finished with the dungeon. Awesome. I don't want to go just yet because we have a crate. I don't have a key, so we lucked out. We got some stuff, not much, but every bit counts, and we're done. 3,000 gold, plus whatever gold we picked up on our quest. Yes. It's not too bad. Nearly 7 grand, and we got busts and some other stuff. Plus we leveled some of our characters. What do we get? -5 damage and range skills. That's not a problem because he's not a ranged character, so we lucked out there. Yeah, scouting is always good. And disease resist is always a good thing, so that's not too bad. Yes, over time. Okay, and this is just your log, pretty much. Alright. So, you see our stress relief places. We picked up a lot of stress there, man, on all our characters. But anyway, so let's go to, see, now we're going to have a new selection of characters. The Abomination is a player I haven't used yet, a hero I haven't used yet. I've got to do some more investigation. Another Plague Doctor, which isn't too bad, and a Helion. They are really good. I'm a fan of them, so that's good. That's cool. Luckily, our Vestal stress isn't too bad because we're going to need to use her again. But these two guys, I'm going to have to send them to for some stress relief. Which, like I said, as you can see, you go to the tavern, and you can upgrade your where increase the stress recovery. And you know what? We've got a couple portraits. We can do that. The bar, and probably do it at the at gambling as well. So we go here. What? Ah, well that sucks. He can't actually. He has to go to the Abbey, I think. So anyway, yeah. We're gonna get rid of his stress, but he won't be available for a while. And I'm interested to see. Okay, yeah, you'll only pray for stress relief. You see, that's a quirk. So I've got to send him to the Abbey. And I don't really like. I'm not going to do that just yet. But we will get him. It's expensive, 1,200 gold, but it has to be done. And yeah, okay, guys, I think that's it's going to be enough for the first episode. I hope you enjoyed it. Sorry, it's probably going to be a bit long, but yeah, I guess there's always going to be some explanation going on about how the game works for those who are not familiar with it. But I hope you enjoyed this episode. I'll certainly be making number 2 soon, and I look forward to speaking to you then. And yeah, keep well, guys. Thanks for watching. Cheers for now.